Hey, second anniversary for Project Phillips. Today on June 25th, I started Project Phillips. It was meant to be a 100-day journey as I chased my goals towards different things, to certain stuff that I've certainly passed by now. But what I think is really interesting and really awesome is that as I've accomplished goals or failed at goals or abandoned some goals, I've continued to acquire new ones. And it's just been a step forward, even past the original goals I had set. And I think that's something really awesome. That being said, second anniversary of Project Phillips. I'll be very honest, I have nothing special planned. I just really decided to turn on the camera and say, let me just talk a bit about Project Phillips. No script, just me, camera, some lighting, Monkey D. Luffy figuring on the side. But yeah, I think Project Phillips has been fun. It's been a journey in terms of sometimes I thought it was a crutch, sometimes I thought it was a limitation. Um, but throughout the thing, I think it did ensure I was consistent on one thing at least. If I decided to be inconsistent with building a game or inconsistent with studying for an exam or inconsistent like going to the gym, I had to be consistent with this one thing. I think that's something that's really been a guiding force almost throughout these past 2 years. And with that being said, I'm excited to continue to take the next steps forward. Um, it does feel weird though, because at times I'm wondering who I'm talking to when I face this camera. Because I imagine when I first started, not that I imagine, but like when I first started, the intention was that for like some kid or some person, to see me being this great person doing all these great stuff. I'm wondering how does one get to that level? And it's like, oh dang, he had this whole project where he documented each step for a while to get there. Um, both as I continue to do this more and more, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, I realized that the person who was watching Project Phillips the most was me. Um, I guess that's almost a diss. I don't get a lot of views, but I do think it's been kind of really interesting to see where I was at a couple months ago, or a couple years ago, and see the different stuff I was doing. It's always something exciting, always something ambitious, but I think it's always nice to know that like, despite what's happened, because I've had so many failures in my life, that I've continued to just move forward, progress, and just like thank the Lord. I think that's something really cool. I know this is gonna be a sidetrack, but I think when I first started Project Phillips, I was very self-conscious about like saying thank the Lord, which is really weird because that's what my name means. But I think that's just one of the great ways I've grown as a person. I'm much more confident. I'm much stronger mentally, physically, technically. It's really been amazing. I think with a project like this, it's not a matter of guessing and imagining where you were a while back. It's really just a matter of like, hey, I can time travel back to where I was and see what was going on. I think I do provide a certain level of authenticity within these episodes. That's not a matter if I'm trying to showcase this perfect imagery of what my life looks like. It's really just a matter of hey, the clock is ticking, the day is about to end. I have to go talk about something. And I think that's been awesome. But yeah, um, so what's gonna happen next is that the next day is gonna come, and I pray I'm able to live to see that. Uh, but if I am, the next day is gonna come. I'm gonna chase my goals. Right now, it's building stuff like Quest, or building when you get trying to figure out a new research track to explore. But the next day is gonna come. I'm gonna continue to chase my goals. I'm gonna continue to try and end Project Phillips. But overall, I'm just gonna continue to try and grow and become a better kingdom man and serve people around me and be a loving person. I think that's really the core of Project Phillips, and I'm really excited. Um, I don't know who I'm talking to right now. It could be me, it could be some random person in the future. But I can say is that this has been an amazing time. I'm just excited to I'm excited to take the next step. But yeah, besides that though, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.